start. Good evening, everybody. My name is Godspar Ejafegbe. I'm a Forex coach, I'm a life trader, and to the glory of God, a lot of people have graduated from this institute. You might be wondering, what are we doing here? The main intent is to teach Forex from the scratch. So if you are here, you have no idea about the financial institute. Don't feel worried because I am going to start from the definition of Forex and I will explain. So, what do you think we'll be doing today? But before we start, I just want to say something quickly. I want you to put your mind at peace because this video I am creating, I would record it and I'm recording it already. I will put on my YouTube channel. Do me well by subscribing to that channel. If you subscribe to that channel, of course, it's a plus to me. And also, if you subscribe to that channel, you always get every good information that I'll be putting on that channel. Thank you very much. Let's start. So, you are probably wondering, what are we doing for today? For today, I'll be looking into this program is actually in 4 segments. And the first segment is, I'm sure everybody can see my screen. I'm sure everybody can see my screen. The first segment is day 1, which is Introduction to Forex Trading, Exchange Rates, Fundamental and Technical Analysis, even Sentimental Analysis will come into it. Day 2, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow is a loaded day because we're going to be having core practicals tomorrow. We'll be having core practicals tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow? We're looking at pips, lots, leverage, charting softwares, brokers, types of traders, swing, position, scalp, day, algorithmic trader, and event-driven trader. And after that, we now launch into day 3. Day 3 is actually on Wednesday. Oh, that day is another practical day. Please, I don't even advise you to miss any of these days because day 3, I'll be working with MetaTrader 4 and 5. I'll be using one of your phones for the practicals. I know somebody will be wondering, how is he going to use one of my phones? You will see how we do it that day. I will do it such that I will connect your phone and we use your phone to pick trades. Thank God that day is not a weekend. So it's a day with the market to be running. We pick trades, about how to manage our trades, how to apply take profit stop losses. And we do a lot of practicals. I'll show you what swap fee is, commissions, zero commissions, and the type of accounts you can use. Are you with me? So if you want to really enjoy this, don't even miss a day for any reason. Don't miss a day for any reason. Now, for day 4, actually day 3, trading management starts from day 3. Trading management, how to manage your account, starts from day 3. Then day 4, we'll look into another management day, myfxbook.com, investing.com, Forex Factory, BUAP, Force Breakout, so on and so forth. If you really want to enjoy this class, I advise you to stick to this class from the very beginning to the end. You might be having network challenges. Just be patient. If you disconnect, connect back. Even me that I'm speaking, it's not as if network cannot fail in my part. Even if it does, I will make sure I connect back so that you can enjoy this class. Are you with me? So let's start. Introduction to Forex. Like I said, if you have an idea of Forex trading, no problem. I am going to be starting from the very beginning so that you don't have issues with this and you will really enjoy this program as you do so. So thank you for coming in the first place. I appreciate you all. Let's start. Let me share my screen. Let's start with Forex. What is Forex? Forex is known as FX, and it is the largest financial market where currencies are bought, sold, and exchanged for one another. Unlike the stock market, it has no centralized exchange and transactions are performed over the counters. Participants trade with one another through a worldwide network of banks, brokers, and other financial institutions. Let me define Forex based on the normal thinking of a man, what a man would think about Forex. Forex is just an exchange. I have some money. I take the money, I want to purchase a car. So, purchasing a car, I pay for the car, I get the car in place of it. It's just like when you are saying trade by barter. Are you with me? And when you take this item, it is yours. Now, somebody will be wondering, is there any similarity between Forex and Bitcoin? Yes, there are some similarities. The beauty about learning Forex trading is, if you have a very good idea of Forex trading, you can analyze the technical analysis, or you can make technical analysis on Bitcoin. As I am a Bitcoiner and I'm a Forex trader. So even if with my knowledge of Forex, I can analyze the market, I can tell when Bitcoin is selling and I can tell when Bitcoin is buying. The only edge Bitcoin has, or both of them have edges, advantages and disadvantages. But why I kind of like Forex is that in the Forex market, you can put your money in the Forex market without even trading. As I have decided that all my Naira will go into my Forex account. Why? Because dollar is skyrocketing every day. The last time I heard, for you to deposit into a broking firm, you will spend nothing less than 610 per dollar. Imagine, you can do 610 per dollar. And I remember 2 years ago, just 2 years ago, yeah, the COVID period, dollar to Naira then was 300 and something Naira. You can see the extent we are going in this country. Dollar was 350 something Naira. Now it is 610. You imagine me keeping my money from that time till now in the financial market, or even years back till now? You can imagine the profit. That alone is a big profit on your side. And you do. So that's Forex. It's majorly exchange. Now, it has been from analysis, it has been observed that $5.2 trillion is dropped daily in the financial markets for traders, meaning that somebody like Madam Ifoma or Madam Ofoma can decide to gain $10 today. Somebody like Mr. Uche Goswin can decide to gain $10. It's not as if one person is entitled to make $5.2 trillion. It's never possible. Are you with me? You are only entitled to make some amount of money in the financial market. Do you know always love Forex? I will tell you one secret today. Do you know why I always love Forex? Anytime you trade, you make profit. You can withdraw your money. As I'm speaking, if I want to place withdrawal now, let's say I want to make cash out tomorrow morning. If I place withdrawals before 10, I will get my money that same day. Are you with me? So that is that. Now looking at my screen, you observe that we have periods of trading Forex. When do you trade Forex? You trade Forex 245 in a week. I repeat, you trade Forex 245 in a week. When you mean 245 in a week, you trade Forex from Mondays to Fridays. Are you with me? You trade Forex from Mondays to Fridays. Now, I need you to listen carefully. The financial market in Nigeria opens probably 10 p.m. Are you with me? It opens around that time, and of course, it closes on Fridays. It starts on Monday, or let me do my mathematics like this. It starts 10 p.m. on Sunday and closes Friday 10 p.m. Are you with me? So that's how the financial market operates. But you know, for Bitcoin actually goes from Mondays to Sundays. Are you with me? You know, Bitcoin actually goes from Mondays to Sundays. So that's that. So what section are we looking at while trading Forex? We're looking at the London, we're looking at the New York, Tokyo, Zurich, Frankfurt, Hong Kong, Singapore, Paris, and of course, you have Sydney, which is the Australian section. Now, trading, we are looking at Asia, Europe, America. See, in the Forex market, the major parts people actually trade is the USD, Euro, and even Asia. Asia is not like Europe and America. Are you with me? It's not like that. So now let's look at it. What do you do in the financial market? What do you do in the financial market? You either buy or you sell. Somebody will be wondering, what are you selling? What are you buying? You are buying and you are selling currency. Are you with me? You're buying and you are selling currency pairs. A very good example of currency pair is what I will explain to you later. Now look at these two animals. In the financial market, you will be seeing two images. The green animal is an indication that it is a what? It is a bull. And the white animal is an indication that what? It is a bear. Are you with me? So the bullish market and the bearish market, they are not always together. What am I trying to say? If you look at it so closely, you observe that the bullish market is always going on the buy, and the bearish market is only going on the sell. Somebody might be wondering, do you always use green and white? No. You can decide to use any color of your choice. But the color that is convenient for me is blue and red. Are you with me? The blue is for the bullish market, and the red is for the what? The bearish market. Now, who trades Forex? Now, listen carefully. You know, while I was a young trader, I used to imagine who actually trades the financial markets. While I was so young in Forex, I discovered that the major people that actually trade Forex are the central banks. The central banks are the European Central Bank, Central Bank of Nigeria. Then you have what they call them, Bank of Canada, Bank of England. All these, they are the major bodies that trade Forex. The subordinates are EcoBank, Keystone Bank, Polaris Bank. These normal banks, me and you, we put our money. All these normal banks, you and I, we put our money. These are the banks that trade Forex. Who else deals in Forex? The multinational corporations. There are so many institutions today. They will tell you, bring 200,000 naira. In 3 months' time, you will get a profit of 15%. I'm not saying those institutes are not good, though. I know some of you here, you must have gotten some experience from those institutes, either good or bad. But I have a big advice for everybody. It is always good for you to know how to trade by yourself, as I am. The person that taught me this business, the last time that person and I talked about Forex, God is watching me today, was exactly 2 years ago. Can you imagine? Just imagine me and my mentor. We don't even talk about Forex because he trained me to an extent. I am even good in this business to the glory of God that I don't see what I'm calling for because I understand how to trade the financial markets. Are you with me? I understand how to trade the financial market. Who are the last set of people that trade this market? The individual investors. Who are the individual investors? The individual investors are you and I. How much do we even have in the Forex market to trade with? No matter how big you are, no matter how big I am, it can never be like what central bank could trade with. Are you with me? Imagine somebody like me. Let's say, for instance, I have $10,000 in the financial market. Is that up to what central bank could trade with? That's even peanuts. Are you with me? But one thing I'll tell you today, the reason why banks, they have extra funds to fund a lot of events. I agree with you that banks, they also make money from all these our 2020 naira card alerts and whatever they do monthly. But they also make money because in their headquarters, they have top people that trade for them. So this money, that's why the banks are usually call people to come and bank with them. They need more money to run business. It helps them, and at the same time, they are keeping our money safe. But let me tell you one secret today. I am not spoiling any bank. As I speak, I prefer, apart from the money I spend, because I'm in Nigeria, because apart from the naira I spend, I prefer to put more of my funds in dollars. Why? Because we know what is happening in the market today. Dollar, in fact, is skyrocketing in Nigeria. And of course, it has really, the value of it is profitable to us. Are you with me? Who saves in dollar? Are you with me? I prepared a flow chart. That flow chart actually showed what I'm talking about. If you look at it, that flow chart shows the central banks in the middle. That flow chart also shows, if you look at it closely, it shows the major bank. The major banks are the subordinate banks, the Keystone Bank, Echo Bank, all those banks that I just talked about, we put our money. The market makers are more or less like the brokers, ECN brokers, and the retail traders and you and I. Let's do a short discussion. Some years ago, nobody ever thought he can trade in the financial markets. Yes or no? Yes. My father and my forefathers never knew anything about Forex because nobody had access to trade in the market then. I used to remember when I was in secondary school then the way we used check and banking system was so poor then that what they do is postal order. For some of us who knows about postal order, you should know what I'm talking about. Now today, MetaTrader 4 was launched 2005. MetaTrader 5 was launched 2013. With MetaTrader 5, you and I can access the forex market. We can trade there. We can trade in that financial market. Are you with me? So with that, it is so easy to now access our money, withdraw our money, and that's why I said don't miss tomorrow's class. Tomorrow's class, I will tell you some broken firms that are good when trading. Are you with me? I will tell you some. I'm not spoiling any broken firm. In fact, that tomorrow, I'll just call the names of the ones I've worked with. And I'm not going to call any other name because I don't know how to spoil people's business. But because of the love I have for you guys, I will show you some things and tell you which has been helpful to me. So please don't miss tomorrow's class for anything. And one more time for those new people just coming in, I actually said that, Madam Ofoma, do you have something to say? Madam Ofoma, do you have something to say? And for some of us that are just
no.
Okay, thank you. For some of us that are just coming in, I said that this video is being recorded right now, and I will put it on my YouTube channel. And please, when you watch the recorded version of this video, I'll drop the recorded version in PDF. Please do me well by subscribing on that channel. When you subscribe, it helps me and it helps you. Of course, you boost my channel. Number two, you would always get updates of videos that I drop. Don't forget to click on the notification bell. Sometimes I drop videos there apart from these trainings I give online. So let's proceed. What is the next thing we are doing? The next thing we are looking at is base currency and quote currency. Now, let me start like this. Let's come to my screen. The first one we'll be starting with is a fiat. A fiat is a currency in notes a country spends. What am I trying to say? For instance, you have USD, you have Naira. Naira is a fiat of Nigeria. A fiat now gives birth to a base currency. A fiat gave birth to a quote currency. Quote. You know, in real life, when you say a pair of shoe means left and right shoe. You agree with me? A pair of sandal means that. So a fiat is a combination of a base currency and a quote currency. Now, if you look at my screen, let's go to my screen. You'll be wondering what exactly is a base currency. A base currency is the first listed currency of a currency pair. And the second currency is called the quote currency. If you look at it so much, you observe that Euro USD is, if you look at it so closely, you observe that Euro USD is, the euro is the base currency, and USD is the quote currency. Now, for instance, class, the next one is GBP. GBP is the base currency. AUD is the what? The quote currency. I repeat, GBP is the base currency. AUD is the quote currency. Now, I need you all to use the chat box. XAUUSD in Forex. There are almost 5 types of metals that are traded. Gold, silver, polonium. For some of us who did chemistry in school, the symbol of gold is AU. That's why you have XAU. So you can trade metals in the forex market. So now, let's use the chat box. XAU USD. Who can tell me which one is the base currency and who can tell me which one is the what? The quote currency. Somebody should help me with the chat box. Tell me the base currency and the quote currency for XAU USD. Use the chat box, please. If you can't use the chat box, you can unmute yourself and answer the question. If you can't use the chat box, you can unmute yourself and answer the question. Tell me for XAU USD, tell me the base currency and the quote currency. Oh, Mr. Peter. Yeah, let me hear from you, Mr. Peter. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Peter, I'm with you. I'm with you. Unmute yourself and speak. Let me hear from you.
The base currency is the USD and the chart currency is the SAU.
The base currency is the USD. Okay. I want to salute you for speaking. Thank you so much, sir. Is there any other person who can help me again? Who can help me again? Tell me for XAU USD, the base currency and the quote currency. For XAU USD, tell me the base currency and the quote currency. Okay. Who else wants to help me? Tell me. Okay, Mr. Ofoma, you want to speak?
Yes.
Okay, I'm with you.
The base. Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly, sir. Go on.
Okay. The base currency is the USD and the quote currency is SAU.
Wow. Okay. Thank you very much. Now, from what we have on the chart, please, the base currency is the XAU and the quote currency is the USD. Look at my definition again. The first listed currency of a currency pair is called the base currency. Mr. Peter and Mr. Ofoma, have you seen that now? The first listed currency of a currency pair is called the base currency, and the second currency is called the quote currency. I want to salute you people for even attempting. God bless you greatly. Thank you so much. You see, you are just like me. I always love to try. Thank you. Let's proceed, class. The next phase is exchange. What's an exchange rate? Exchange rate is the rate at which one country's currency will be exchanged for another. It is also regarded as the value of the one country's currency in relation to another currency. When we believe that one currency will rise against another currency, we buy the strong currency and will sell the weak currency. Please, let me just explain myself briefly. Conditions can affect a country. Let me take a country, for instance, there was a time there was a crisis in Turkey. You see, the reason why USD have always had upper hand in forex markets is that it is rare for you to have conditions in USD, like critical conditions in USD. The period we had critical condition in USD was when we had coronavirus. Even at that COVID period, people were still earning. That is why, for some of us who are here, whenever it is first week of the month, when NFPs are traded, USD is always having a upper hand. What is NFP? I will explain that on Thursday. NFP is called non-farm payroll, and it's actually when the Bureau Exchange gives us statistics of the jobs that will be offered to Americans. So whenever the statistic comes out, it is advantageous to them. Like they say, there will be more jobs for them. Guess what? The market will boom up. Plus, since when I've been trading NFPs, non-farm payrolls, since when I've been trading non-farm payrolls, it has always been advantageous to the USD. That is why the convenient currency pair I like to trade myself are the USDs. It is easier to analyze and they are very fast. And there's every tendency that what you are not going to be spending all of your money, like wasting your money on a USD pair. Are you with me? So that is that. So that's what this definition means. That when one country's currency is better, when one country's currency is good, that it now predicts, it also helps, or when one country is good, it also helps the trading in that country. Let's proceed, please. The next one I talk about is fundamental and technical analysis. Fundamental analysis is a way of looking at the forex market by analyzing economic, social, and political forces that may affect currency markets. Now, without wasting much time, let me just explain what fundamental analysis means. The fundamental analysis simply means that I am a type of trader, a fundamental analyst, who goes to the news and trades with the news. I trade the news, but I don't really like trading the news. Most times, I prefer technical analysis. And if I come to trade the news, I must back my analysis with a technical system. Now, the technical fundamental analysis will tell that, Mr. Gospel, the news just came into the market now that euro is going deep. For some of us, going deep means that euro will be selling. So in that case, you should know how to enter the market. If that news came in like 5 minutes ago, you enter that market, okay, you have made money for the week. Because it can even continually selling, and you can even trade stop. I'll teach you trade stopping on Wednesday. Are you with me? So that's one advantage of the news. But I always tell people, news is very risky. When you are just working with the news alone. When you are trading in news, as a good trader, I will teach you all of these things if you are consistent in this class. As a good trader, support your fundamental analysis with technical analysis. What exactly is technical analysis? Technical analysis is when a trader uses price pattern, charts, lines, and trend lines to predict the market. How do you predict the market? You can use Fibonacci retracement, you can use moving average, you can use MACD. Like for instance, there's a class I'll be teaching after this class by 9. I'll be teaching a class by 9, just after I'm through with this class, and I'm sending you a video. Those people, I'm teaching them in that class what tools. I'm teaching them pure analysis, technical analysis and fundamental. Are you with me? And they are really, really making their profit there. Are you with me? So that is that. What of sentimental analysis? You see, talking about Forex analysis, they're actually of 3 types: the fundamental, technical, and sentimental. But this sentimental analysis is when you use people's charts to predict the condition of the market. This is the most risky thing to do. Because you feel there's a trader who has been trading for 25 years, his analysis is right. It will shock you that the day you enter that person's analysis will fail. I always tell people, try to be your own master. Know it yourself, as I am. In fact, it's people that even call me that I should come and do seminars in their own Forex Institute. I don't see how I will now be using somebody's analysis to predict the market. It pays me to even lose in that market and learn from my loss than making analysis and I never know. Are you with me? After I'm done teaching, nobody's talking into my mouth. Are you with me? So it means for me to speak like this, it means I have the knowledge of this business for years. Are you with me? Thank you very much, class. I really appreciate you. Please, I want to permit questions. Just 3 minutes. We have just 5 minutes to go. I want to permit questions. While the questions are coming in, I also want to talk. Please, I'll be dropping recorded video and the PDF. Please subscribe to the channel. And when you subscribe, please, it's advantageous to me and you. It boosts my channel and you always get updates of new videos that are uploaded in that channel. Please ask your questions. I want to permit questions. Thank you very much. And don't forget, tomorrow is going to be a wonderful day. Pure calculations tomorrow. Pure analysis to be a people. Please ask your questions before we go. Is there any question for me? Is there any question for me? Mr. Ahmed, Mr. Isa, Mr. Jacob. Yes, Mr. Alfoma, I'm with you.
My question is, what is the difference between base and quotes?
Okay, God bless you, sir. He asked a very, very good question. The major difference between base and quotes is the fact that when you have a currency pair, like for instance, like USD card, the base currency, like I said, is the USD, and the quote currency is the card. Are you with me, Mr. Alfoma? Now,
Yes.
the major difference between the base and the quote is that the base is either going for a buy. If the USD is going for a buy, then the quote should be going for a sell, or vice versa. The USD can be going for a sell. Are you there, sir? And the card
Yes.
is going for a buy. So in this case, when USD is going for a sell and for a buy, and the card is going for a sell, you enter this market as a buy. Are you there, sir? When the USD is going for a sell and the card is going for a buy, you enter this market as a sell. So the reason why you have two currency quotes is just the indication of the bull and the bear. Is that clear to you, sir?
Yes.
Thank you very much. I hope I explained very well.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Who else again? Any question for me?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Oga. How is everything, sir?
Doing fine, sir. I'm very sorry to be part of this. I'm late to this lecture due to I downloaded my Zoom lately because I'm not on seat. It's later in this evening that I downloaded it, and in the process of setting it, I couldn't get the first lectures because I'm trying to figure where the speaker, my volume, I couldn't listen till the end of the lecture that I could just cut.
No problem.
But inshallah, I'll in the subsequent lecture,
Yes.
I'll be there. I'll have everything. But for now, inshallah, I cannot say you should go back. Don't go back. But inshallah, I'll learn from I'll continue learning. Even back, I can go back and maybe from the what you give us, maybe I can go through and see if I can capture. If I have a question, maybe later, then I have to ask some questions back. I'm very sorry for this, but inshallah, I'll catch up.
Mr. Ahmed, I even appreciate you for coming. I appreciate you. See, Mr. Ahmed, despite the fact that you came late, there's something good for you. I'm recording this video right now. Once it terminates, I will drop the recorded version to the WhatsApp platform this night.
Hello, sir.
I will drop the recorded version, and of course, you will enjoy it from there. You can always get the recorded version. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed. I appreciate you for coming. Any question for me?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening. I'm with you, sir. Yeah.
Okay. What is the difference between the fundamental and the technical and the sentimental, and which one is good between the three of them?
Okay. Please, sir, this particular question, I promise you, I'm going to answer it tomorrow. The reason being that I have just 1 minute for this link to be terminated. You understand? So,
okay,
link will soon terminate. But, sir, I will start with this your question tomorrow evening. I promise you on that. You just try to come very quickly, Mr. Alfoma. Once you come in, remind me of this same question. I will start, because if I say let me start now, it might terminate along the line. But let me start. Even if it terminates, no problem. Fundamental analysis is a way of viewing the market via the news. You see a news in the market, you analyze it, and you enter the market. Technical analysis is a way of using tools, drawing lines to make analysis. And sentimental analysis is when you use people's prediction. I promise you tomorrow I will explain more. It's just 1 minute for this link to terminate. It's just 1 minute. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Everybody. I want to appreciate all of you for coming. God bless you. If you enjoyed this class, can you just type 1 in the chat box? Thank you. If you enjoyed this class, just type 1 in the chat box. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye for now.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, see you all tomorrow. Thank you.
Good night, sir.
Yeah, good night. Yeah, tomorrow 8 p.m. we meet.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jacobs. Thank you. Thank you.